Let's create another page which is going to allow users to update their passwords. I suggest to add a link in here that will open up this page. So now I'm going to switch over to Profile Blade PHP, copy the link example from another page, Login Blade PHP. From here, let's copy this chunk of code, which is a link, and paste it onto profile.blade.php page right here. Let's use proper classes for this div, same ones that are used on this page. I'm gonna copy these classes and paste it onto this div. And now let's rename the label of this link on update password and use proper route name, which does not exist yet, but soon we're gonna create it. Let's actually do it right now. I'll open up web.php and duplicate one of the route definitions. Use password address for the new route. The template will be called pages.password. The route name will be password. And this route will also use auth and verified middlewares, so that only logged in users will be able to access this route, and only those logged in users that are actually verified their email. And now let's create this template with a name password.blade.php. I'm going to take the register form from another template and put it onto password.blade.php page, since the form will be pretty similar. Right here I'm going to rename page heading on update password. Laravel 40 file already provides us with a route which we can use to handle this form submission to update the password. And the route that we're gonna use in this case is called userpassword.update, which uses put HTTP method. Let's use this route name right here for the action attribute. And to specify HTTP method, I'm going to use method directive and use put. Alright, so let's remove all extra fields which we don't need in this case. We will only use current password field, password, and password confirmation. I'm gonna duplicate one of those fields and call new field current password. At the same time, let's use the same name for name and ID attributes, as well as for this error directive. We'll also put the focus on this first field when the page is loaded, and also use correct field name for error directive in both places. Now let's scroll down to the bottom and rename submit button label on save. The link will say back to profile, and the profile route is called profile. And if we'll try to open up this page in the browser, sure enough we're going to see our new form with 3 fields. Now, in order to test validation, I'm going to temporarily remove required attributes from all these fields in order to bypass browser validation. So let's submit this form while having all those fields empty. Nothing happens, but in fact we're sending the request and Laravel actually runs validation, but for now we're not using proper error back to show those validation errors. Let's take a look at the update user password action. This is an action which is responsible for handling password update request. As you can see, we're validating current password and password fields, but putting all these validation errors into a separate bag with a name update password. And in order to show validation errors from this bag, we'll have to pass second argument to the error directive to properly show validation errors from this bag. I'm gonna do it in all those places where this error directive is used across this file. Let's do it one more time and submit this form, and as you can see we got these validation errors. Let's also test if validation error will be shown when password doesn't match password confirmation. We got different error, so it all works. Now I'm going to get back browser validation by using required attributes on these fields. So now let's test the whole flow. Let's try to update user password. First of all, I will specify wrong current password to make sure we got the validation error. And now I'm gonna specify proper password, submit this form, and there we go. The password has been updated, but there are no clues. as we usually do, let's just put some informational message on success. Let's copy the template where we are showing the message by checking session variable. Right here we're gonna check if the status session variable equals to password updated, in which case we're gonna show user password has been updated message. Just to make sure that this is really the case, I'm going to update password one more time. And this time we got our updated message. So I'm going to log out and log back in by using new password. And if authentication will be successful, that means the password has been updated. So everything worked as expected. But I'd like to pay attention to another thing, and that is for this profile route we're using verified middleware, which instructs Laravel to allow access to this route only for users who have actually verified their email. But the thing is that this profile page allows us to update email, and if user will update his email and specify invalid email, he will no longer be able to update his email to correct his mistake, since we're gonna see this verify email view instead of the profile form. And due to this, let's actually allow unverified users to see this profile form and not apply verified middleware to the profile route. I'm gonna remove this verified middleware from here, and we're going to ask for email verification only when user tries to update his password. So now I'm going to submit the email verification link. Verify email by clicking this link in the mail. And that's about it for this lesson. We have successfully added password update functionality. Link to the source code of this project will be in the video description.